Hello viewers, how are you? Coronavirus, how close are we to a vaccine or drug? So how far are we from these life-saving medicines? When will there be a coronavirus vaccine? Research is happening at breakneck speed. There are more than 20 vaccines in development. One has begun human trials after unusually speaking any animal research to test either the safety or the effectiveness of the vaccine. Other scientists are at the animal research stage and hope to get the results of human trials later in the year. But even if scientists can celebrate having developed a vaccine this year, there is still the massive job of being able to mass produce it. It means realistically one would not be ready until at least the middle of next year. All of this is happening on an unprecedented time scale and using new approaches to vaccine. So, there are no guarantees everything will go smoothly. Remember, there are 4 coronavirus that already circulate in human beings. They cause the common cold and we don't have vaccine for any of them. Would it protect people of all ages? It will almost inevitably be less successful in older people. This is not because of the vaccine itself, but as immune system do not respond as well as to immunization. We see this every year with the flu jab. Will there be side effects? All medicine, even common painkillers, have side effects, but without clinical trials, it is impossible to know what the side effects of an experimental vaccines may be. This is something on which regulators will want to keep a close eye. Who would get a vaccine? If a vaccine is developed, then there will be a limited supply, at least in the early stage, so it will be important to prioritize. Healthcare workers who come into contact with COVID-19 patients would be at the top of the list. The disease is most deadly in older people, so they would be a priority if the vaccine was effective in this age group. However, it might be better to vaccinate those who live with or care for the elderly instead. What about drugs? Doctors are testing current antiviral drugs to see if they work against coronavirus. This speeds up research as they are known to be safe to give to people. Trials are taking place in hospitals in affected countries, but in February, Dr. Bruce Aylward from the World Health Organization said there's only one drug right now that we think may have real efficiency and there's remdesivir. It was developed as an Ebola drug but also seems to be able to kill a wide variety of viruses. However, we are still waiting on trial results. There was much hope a pair of HIV drugs, lopinavir and ritonavir, would be effective, but the trial data is disappointing. They did not improve recovery, reduce deaths, or lower levels for the coronavirus in patients with serious COVID-19. However, as the trial was conducted in extremely sick patients, nearly a quarter died. It may have been too late in the infection for the drugs to work. There is also much interest in an old and cheap anti-malarial drug called chloroquine. Laboratory tests have shown it can kill the virus, But once again we are waiting for results when it is given to patients. Trials are taking place in the US and other countries. Until a vaccine or treatment is ready, what can I do? Vaccines prevent infections, and the best way of doing that at the moment is good. If you are infected by coronavirus, then for most people it would be mild and can be treated at home with bed rest, paracetamol, and plenty of fluids. Some patients may develop more severe disease and need hospital treatment. How do you create a vaccine? Vaccines harmlessly show viruses or bacteria, or even a small parts of them, to the immune system. The body's defenses recognize them as an invader and then learn how to fight it. Then, if the body is ever exposed for real, it already knows how to fight the infection. The main method of vaccination for decades has been to use the original virus. The measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is made by using weakened version of those viruses that can. The measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is made by using weakened version of those viruses that cannot cause a full-blown infection. The seasonal flu jab is made by taking the main strains of flu doing the rounds and completely disabling them. The work on a new coronavirus vaccine is using newer and less tested, a process called plug and play vaccines. Because we know the genetic code of the new coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, we now have the complete blueprint for building that virus. Some vaccine scientists are lifting a small section of the coronavirus genetic code and putting it into other completely harmless viruses. Now you can infect someone with the harmless bug and in theory give some immunity against infection. Other groups are using pieces of raw generic code, either DNA or RNA, depending on the approach, which once infected into the body should start producing bits of viral proteins which the immune system again can learn to fight. Thank you everybody.